In its formal submission to the Office of the Prosecutor at the International Criminal Court, Al Jazeera included a dossier of evidence that its lawyers say cannot be ignored.
The submission to the ICC prosecutor has highlighted the new witness evidence and video footage, which clearly shows that Shireen and her colleagues were directly fired at by Israeli Defense Forces.
The evidence, they say, undermines Israel's claim that journalist Shireen Abu Akleh was shot and killed by accident, caught in crossfire between Israeli soldiers and Palestinians. The lawyers say it leaves no doubt there was no Palestinian gunfire. Shireen and her colleagues were clearly identifiable as journalists going about their work in the occupied West Bank city of Jenin when they came under direct Israeli gunfire.
The dossier is comprehensive. The evidence is compelling. There's no reason now why the investigation cannot be undertaken by the ICC. The witnesses who we've located are readily available to the prosecutor there or here in The Hague. The crime scene can be investigated and the whole picture can be put together. And if there's sufficient evidence, and we say there is, then the perpetrators can be charged.
Al Jazeera's submission to the ICC has sparked a furious response from the Israeli government.
This is an incident that has been investigated deeply and confidentially. I suggest the officials and Al Jazeera go and check what happens to journalists in Iran. There is no army that behaves morally like the IDF.
Thank you very much for attending.
A news conference at The Hague heard from international media representatives who said Shireen's killing was part of a systematic attempt to silence journalists' voices that would continue unless justice was served. Also present was Shireen's niece Lina Abu Akleh.
It's in these moments where we rely on the international community and international courts to investigate such crimes so there's accountability and also to prevent future crimes like this from going unpunished.
It's easy to forget that among the often heated political rhetoric is a family grieving.
We didn't just lose a journalist, we lost a human. We lost someone who was part of our family and who was my only aunt.
There's been no response yet from the ICC either to the Abu Akleh family's own submission of evidence in September this year or to Al Jazeera's case presented here early on Tuesday. But such is the accumulated weight of evidence, the broadcaster's lawyers say, that there can be no reason for the court not to take the next step and launch a full investigation. Jonah, Al Jazeera at The Hague.